Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. So here we are in the big, bright, flashy city that we are building. And yesterday was a fun day. We actually got quite a lot done. Specifically, we managed to lock down getting the rest of our oil sorted out. And then we also got plastic done, which is ready to start using. Yay. We also decided that we were going to go ahead and clear out some more biters. Of course, I get something in my eye. There we go. And today on the docket, we are going to be working on getting red circuits started. And specifically what I would like to do is move this here, our green circuit factory, probably over to this side. Actually, what I'd like to do is redo this. And I was thinking about this a little bit ago, is I'm probably going to redo sections over time and swap over to this style of station. And this, again, especially because of the fact that we are using such short trains, I don't have to worry about having long stations. So that is probably something that we will start to do. So what I would like to eventually accomplish is swapping out the green circuits here for a new type of installation, one that's much easier to go ahead and install onto rails. And that will be kind of what I wind up doing for most of this over time, is redesigning them so that they're easier to just snap onto the rail system, as I'm finding that I don't necessarily need elevated rails for everything. In fact, in a lot of cases, the elevated rails are actually taking up more space and not providing enough of a reason or justification for their existence. But I think that's also because of the way that I have designed everything. So that's more on me than on them, although they are fairly large footprint wise. And so for this sort of a situation, they may not be optimal. But that's okay. You know, it is what it is. So what I wanted to do was, let's grab another stack, well, half a stack of the repair kits. How are we doing on fuel? Okay, we're good for now. Might do is let's come on down here to where we have I'll grab a little bit there and a little bit there. Hey, what's up, Hollows? All right. Now, the ones I really need to worry about are actually up there, a little bit over here. Happy time is good. I'm doing all right. Little tired, but other than that, doing all right. Okay. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Oh. Collect. Indeed. Let's go murder some biters. No, no, I don't. I'm good with the one that I have. Oh, God. That was almost really bad. Got a little too close on that one. And then remembered, oh yeah, I have sentry turrets. Oh man. That moment of panic though, when you're like, oh God, I have to get away, can't get away. I'm so screwed. Thank God for drones. Okay. So as far as our pollution cloud goes, I really don't have to worry for a while. It's more, I just need the space. So let's. Well, one of the things that we did with Taz when we had to give her her pills is we actually had an old syringe left over from when my dad was around, and no needle or anything. It was just the syringe portion itself, the dropper. So what we wound up doing was taking her pills, crushing it up, and adding it to a small amount of water, and then sucking it up that way. And then you could just grab her and force the solution into her mouth and make her take her medicine that way. And it was surprisingly effective. Cats lick their own ass. I don't think they're worried about taste. No, because it's a drinking reflex, so she's not going to choke. Like, you're not shoving it all in her mouth at one time. You're just slowly pushing the plunger down, and she'll start drinking. Oh God, not again. That one little guy. I'm helping, guys. It's okay. There we go. Honestly, if an animal if an animal won't take their medicine, that's usually how vets will give it to them. Yes. Actually, so speaking of body collections, that's one thing about Path of Exile 2 that I do like, is that as you are clearing a particular zone, you will want to run across your kills, and you will see all the corpses laying around. Right, you don't have you do it yourself. You can get a little like you could probably go to a pharmacy and be like, "Hey, do you have any of the little plastic syringes?" And they may just give it to you for free. So there you go. And there we go. Oh, of course, step in some stuff. Let's see. That's a possibility. I know we tried to use some of the that wet cat food that comes from the juice packages that they give to kids. Um, but we tried to give her some that way, and she actually just stopped eating it that way. She was on to us. And give these back. You guys need to recharge faster. Yes. Well, and when we give, because in the afternoon, we'll go ahead and feed our cats, and we'll give them a can of wet food. and then we'll fill up their bowl with dry food for the rest of the day and overnight. And generally, you will hear them licking up the gravy before they start eating up the fillets and whatnot. Cats are just like that. Cats are special. Cats are very special. Still trying to figure out why we put up with them. But we do, because honestly, I think it's because we're dumb. Humans are just really dumb. Oh, absolutely. Cats are constantly trying to No, cats know exactly why they put up with us. Scratching, petting, and food. We service them. They are our overlords. Why would they get rid of us? That is a big nest over here. That is now not a big nest. Awesome. It is now a little nest. All right, next up. And my car is just down here somewhere. That's all right. I've got to go back down there eventually anyway. I think, depending on how things go today, I may also try and get the concrete started as well. Can I do... That's laser. I don't want laser. Let's do some of that. And then... Actually, how is my... Oh, my science is good. My science is so full. Oh, yeah, we're good. Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a little while. We're looking at science per minute 8. So I was playing on my creative save file, and I had a whole bunch of the creative labs running. And I mean, probably about 2,000 to 3,000 of these things. And I was hitting like 3 to 4 million science per second. No, per minute, my bad. And just like I would queue up a whole bunch of research, and then boom, it would finish until I started getting to the later ones. And then we're talking about 30 to 45 seconds to finish some of the higher tier ones. I was like, you know what? That's acceptable. I can wait for half a minute. But it was fun to have just that much science going all at once. I was like, I understand now why people will go through the effort of making sure that they can build that much science, because it's so much fun. Okay, let's get... I know it's here. There it is. Ew, I walked in green goo again. And again. How am I doing on ammo? Okay, I could probably do one or two more clears comfortably. Then I'll want to head back down, grab some more ammo, and then we'll take care of the south. Actually, I ought to go ahead and come up here and do these two. So we'll do that. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit easier, but they are kind of close to where some of my stuff is. So let's not allow that to remain a thing. And eventually I need to come up here and start getting the uranium anyway. Right, there's a couple of uranium nodes up here, or patches, I should say. And then, how much? Not bad. That one's actually decent. And okay. Actually, how big is that's 2.1? That's 5. Nice. Did I lose one? Oh no, I lost another robot. Okay. Let's get this one done. Excellent. All right, that takes care of up north. Plus, we've got this nice coal patch up here. What was that, 1.1? No, 11 million. Okay, cool. So we'll come back down south and grab our car, as well as some more ammunition because I'm going to need it. Getting a little low. As well as take a look at our coal patch here. Was this one coal? Yeah. Yeah, looking good still. And we're still good on power. Fortunately, it looks like I have everything automated roughly correctly. So we should be good on most fronts. The only problem is that I'm not currently utilizing enough of the stuff that I'm making. So that's one of the side effects of all this. That's why having science automated is always so good, because it allows you to see what your overall throughput winds up being. It's also why most people automate their science as much as possible. Yay, ramen! Didn't know you guys were back there. Pick up these. Let's see. Kind of clean up the road a little bit. And you can already kind of see how I was down here already. Don't need you guys. Or these. Do need to keep these though. Yeah. Man, it's funny how the video game awards It's kind of the gift that keeps on giving because of the fact that so much came out of it, and very little of it was truly good aside from a couple of things. But I happened to watch Sven Vink's speech. The creative, I think he's the creative director or I think he's the CEO of Larian Studios. And I love what he had to say. And I think it's absolutely hilarious that some people took it the wrong way. And had to be kind of reminded, well, no, that's not really what he's saying. What he's talking about is this, and not belittling anything other than money hungry, greedy corporations that are just spitting out video games for the sake of spitting out video games. Like, that was the entire point of what he was talking about, which was incredibly well worded too, because he was basically saying that every game of the year that has ever won has always been a project of passion. It has never been about making the most amount of money, but simply been about making the best viable product that a company could. And it's made by people who are passionate about the work and about the property. Basically just saying that good video games come from hardworking people. Which, honestly, yes. Although that brings me around to Star Citizen. Apparently, it's getting a lot more flack, and it's also by proxy making me want to play or to buy X4, as apparently the guy who had done the original and fairly well liked flight model for Star Citizen, after he left the company, he wound up getting hired by the company that does X4, or at least contracted by them. And so he's been rebuilding their flight model. And a lot of people are saying that the current beta patch of X4 has, like, it's so much fun. It feels so good to fly in that game. And I'm like, that's what's going to kill Star Citizen. Everybody was saying that the whole ship thing and the fact that it's been in production so long, blah, 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 that was going to kill Star Citizen. It's how unfun it is to fly the ships. Any video game, any space sim or space flight game where it is not fun to use the spaceships generally tends to die out. It's just a sad truth of the industry. And Star Citizen needs to get their developers' heads out of their asses and actually go back to the older flight model. Because the newer stuff, they're constantly doing everything possible to slow down the ships. They want you to fly as slow as possible. And then, if you are going to go at speed, they want you flying on rails. Like, you literally can only go straight. That's like, why are you constantly limiting the player when it's about player freedom? And I think a lot of it either has to do with the way that they're trying to tie it in to Squadron 42, or because their back-end hardware and software engineering isn't as robust or as good as they were hoping because, reasons. I hate to say it, but I think they're kind of bashing their head against a wall that will not budge. And so I do, to a certain extent, feel bad for the developers, especially because this is essentially what happened with the Freelancer game. That was another one of those projects that was helmed by Chris Roberts. He was the one that was behind Digital Anvil. And it was supposed to be go anywhere, do anything kind of game. And what wound up happening, and not only go anywhere, do anything, but it also was supposed to have a star-studded cast. I know it had, let's see, the Freelancer. Just yeah. So it's funny, they just took his name right off of there. But name-wise, like, you had some big names here for the time. There was Ian Ziering, who played the main character. If you don't know who he is, he was in the show Beverly Hills 90210, and I think he was in the movies Sharknado. I never personally watched it, so I don't know. But I know he's done a lot of acting like that. Jennifer Hale, who, what else has she done? She's been in a lot of stuff. She's done a lot of voice work. Yeah, she does. She does a lot of voice work. But then it also had like John Rhys Davies, who played Gimli in Lord of the Rings. George Takei, or George Takai. Let's see who else. I don't recognize a lot of the other names, but that doesn't mean anything. But that's just it. It was, again, big name stars at the time who were helming this project. It was supposed to be a massive project. It was supposed to be the end all be all for space games. And it turned out not to be. Which, again, is pretty par for the course when it comes to Chris Roberts. And I think part of it stems from the fact that when a lot of these guys were younger, and when they were working on their earlier projects, they were limited by technology in such a way that they understood what those limitations were. And so when it came time to actually make the project, they knew they could only get away with so much. But nowadays, with graphic fidelity, what it is, rendering power, computational power, storage capacities, essentially, as far as they're concerned, the sky is the limit, and they are going to go ahead and push it as far as possible. And they don't care if it actually, like, they want it to succeed. Don't get me wrong, but they don't care about the overall damage that it might actually do. If you look at a lot of the old guard when it comes to video game development, names like Peter Molyneux and some of the others, I don't even know all their names anymore. But you look at a lot of those guys, they kind of went off the deep end. Their ideas got bigger and bigger, and their capability of delivering on those ideas got smaller and smaller. Fable was one of those that was a promised go anywhere, do anything, be anything kind of games. And what we got was not that. Now, that's not to say that Fable wasn't a good game. The version of Fable that we finally got out of Lionhead was actually a decent game and is a lot of fun. But I think ultimately, when it comes down to it, a lot of those grand idea games are, well, I think part of the problem is their goals are, I can't even say that, because there's a lot of independent studios and a lot of independent developers that are doing exactly what Chris Roberts is wanting to do, and they're doing it with tiny little teams and actually seeing much better results. Maybe that's the problem, is that there's just too many cooks in the kitchen. There's just so many people in the company that are all working on stuff and overlapping each other, that they're creating too much dissonance, too much noise in the system. But also, and this is something that they're going to have to contend with coming up, there is a point where player goodwill is going to evaporate because the project isn't here anymore. It isn't where it's supposed to be. They were supposed to have been at this point at some date in the future, and it's come and gone. Okay, so we should be good. Might want to clear out this one and these up here. Although we should be okay-ish for now. And then down here could probably use some clearing out. But let's go ahead and look at designing our red circuits factory. So the biggest thing that I want to do is go ahead and take this. We'll just steal it. It's mine. I made it. I can do it. All right, and then we'll get rid of all this crap and this crap. Go. And for red circuits, I need plastic, green circuits, and copper cable. So basically, I just need to bring in copper plates. Yeah. And then grab this. And this is where it's going to get interesting because I don't have. Let's see. I what I can do here is let's actually get rid of this. This is why I like the lab, because it makes it so much easier to plan out what I need to do. Okay. Nope. There we go. So I don't need this to go up all the way. Oops. One more, and then there. Then I take this and we put you like that, and then like that. There we go. In fact, I could probably even... Yeah, I don't have to go all the way up like that. So I get rid of this. And oops. Hopefully the train should be able to get around that. I think it can. Then we grab our station. I am going to have to change this location. I don't know if I'm going to change the location, but I'm definitely going to remove those belts for now. And then I may just bring them down the side or something like that. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But let's grab this. And then, ooh, how do I want to do this? I'm thinking what I might need to do is do 2, 2, 2. And then yeah, that'll actually work quite nicely. Put those there, and then I just have to figure out which one. There. No, I don't want to mix them. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to have unload, and then let's bring in our green circuits. Then I want unload and plastic. And then I need to unload copper. I can almost get them all from here, but not quite. So we'll just do it like this. There, that'll work. That'll make sure that all of our belts and inserters get touched. Touched in the best possible way. Here's some power. All right. Then this is going to get renamed to exactly the best type. That is going to be load red circuits. All right, so we've got our green circuits first. We've got plastic and then that. So what I need to do is if I remember correctly, it's fairly similar to doing green circuits. So that part will be pretty easy. Doot. Doot. There we go. And then, yeah, do it like that. And then I need to bring up. Oh, almost. If I had blue belts, I could do it. I would essentially just run the blues up past, and then I can pull off of them that way. But this will actually be fine. How do I want to do this? And then okay, that could work. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just know that I feel like I want to. It's one of those. Sometimes you do a thing, you don't know why you do it, you just do it. I think it might be so that it's easier to bring up. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So that it's, yeah, easier to bring up like the plastic. Okay. Then I need that and that. What if I do that? Whoops. Okay. And then I need. And we'll just weave the belts like this. God, this is going to be messy as hell. I don't like this. This is just too extra. too extra. Okay, I just need a line up here. Sometimes you can actually do too much and not receive much in the way of output from it. So I've got circuits first. Put you. And then circuits and plastic. Yes. Easy solution here. There we go. And then we put that there. We make these long inserters. I love the smart inserter mod so much. It really does make life so much easier. And then I can do that. So that way I can kind of double this up as necessary. Then I will have. Hey, what's up, Stacks? No. All right, there goes probably find a way to clean up these belts. I wonder. All this is going to go away. I have a better idea for this. I'm going to take you and actually we're going to put you in the middle. I'm going to put you outside of that. And then the copper is going to go outside of that. Since the copper is going to get split to the outsides, it makes more sense for it to be set up that way. So that's what we will do. I hate, however, that it is off-centered slightly. There. Okay. That feels a little bit better. That's going to have to go for now. Next up. Let's grab. Oh, damn. That doesn't fit there at all. Yeah, I'd have to put it something like this for it to work. Oh, man. Now, there is a way to fix this that I've seen. A YouTube video keeps popping up where they show the way that you can set up a train so that essentially it's wagon first and then the locomotive. And that allows for better placement of the wagon itself. But this will suffice. There we go. It ain't perfect, but it'll do. Next up. Now I can bring up my green circuits. And plastic. And we'll do one line here and there. Excellent. That is precisely what I want. Give me that. And then this can come up here. Like so. Now there is a lot of dead space in here that I can get rid of. That's not what I want. Oh, Cruz, sometimes you are just completely terrible at this game. There we go. That's better. And in that way, I can go ahead and paste this in here. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to get away with, so it's one of those we'll have to kind of wing it and find out. But at the very least, and you want to go up there. Excellent. That should be, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Honestly, that's probably not even close to enough for what I need. but it's a start. And the nice thing is that I can set up this station in multiple locations and increase the overall productivity just by the existence of more stations. So there is the benefit there. Now let's bring this down like so. This goes there and there. Oh, I love that feature. That feature is so nice. Okay, and then I don't think I'm going to need all 4, although it probably wouldn't hurt. So we'll just do there we go. And that should be it. That is our manufacturing. Grab this. I needed that. Let's move that there, this here. This becomes that, and then CB red circuits. Oops. Save blueprint. Okay. Now let's double check. Oh. Again, here I am trying to mess it up. There we go. That's all set. That's all set. Exquisite. Okay. You save. Boom. Save. All right. Let's go back to the overworld. That nest has got huge. That one's going to be fun to clear out. At that point, I'm probably going to go ahead and make some of the red ammo, whatever that is, the piercing ammo, I believe is what it is. Okay. So what I'm looking for is I want to go ahead and put our new station most likely over here. So let's go run on over there. I'm going to need a bunch of stuff before I do. Namely, I'm going to need a lot more belts. More belts, more undergrounds, more splitters. Good on all the rail stuff. Let's grab more large poles, and then my substations are up here. Yep, they're up here. And then inserters. Let's grab more inserters and more of steel chests. There. That should suffice for now. Although you never really have enough stuff. At least it never feels like you have enough. There's my car. And the nice thing is, as soon as I get the blueprint started, the train should go ahead and start delivering stuff to it. They should be all set up with schedules and the like. I just just have to be careful of the actual trains as I'm going through here. Probably would have been a good idea to make the entire rail elevated. But, oh well. Do I need that one? Answer is no. I thought I had grabbed plenty of... Guess I hadn't. See, there it goes. I know, right? Oh, you got it? Awesome. It's always fun making cats do stuff that they don't want to do. Because then they have this look like absolute betrayal. Like, how could you do that to me? I thought we were friends. Then you have to explain to them it's for their own good, blah, blah, blah. You know, the usual sort of rigmarole. Let's grab some more. I thought I had grabbed a bunch of my assembling machines, but apparently I had not. That's right, I haven't started those because I can't get the speed modules in here. Pretty much. Grab that. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Sugary leaf water. I'm eventually going to clear out all of those trees along that route. That'll be nice. And... damn it. And that still wasn't enough. Jesus. Okay. So... oh, I know what I forgot to do. I am indeed an idiot. I forgot to set up all the rail signals. Because why would I do that? There we go. And boom, 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 boom. There we go. Easy enough to fix. Just kind of a pain in the ass, that's all. Alright, so... I should have... why do you not have your train limit set? Oh, I know why. Because when I redid this, I didn't set that one. Okay. And you're set. Cool. Okay. Cool. So, Mr. Plastic. I don't think I have a train for plastic. I do not. Okay. Well, that's an easy fix. And we will do Standard plastic. Add station. Load. Full cargo. Unload. Empty cargo. And or an inactivity of 15 seconds. So if you've just been sitting there for 15 seconds, get the hell out of there. You've got other stuff to do. Then we'll also add refueling and destination full. So as always, if it's low on fuel, it's going to go refuel. And then if it's trying to go to its destination and the destination is full, then it's going to go to the staging stations and wait there until it's ready to move on. And there we go. Go ahead and let it get rolling. And then the next one is the circuits. Again, this one's pretty easy. Standard green circuits. And I don't. Oh, you're not. You're supposed to be L. There we go. I was like, wait a minute. Some math ain't math in there. Okay, load. Full cargo. And empty cargo. What are you? Connectivity. 15. Refuel and destination full. And go. And that should be everything we need. Yeah. So now we just kind of have to wait for the whole thing to be doing its thing. After everybody is refueled, they're going to go to their destinations. Everybody should be happy. Really wish I could turn off the blinking, because it would be so nice. It's like, I know that stuff is necessary. Like, I know that I have to get to that, but it's also completely in the way. And it would be nice if it would just stop. Oh yeah, that's right. This can actually carry quite a lot. I forget about that sometimes. What I should do is rewire this so that I can actually get 4 lanes in here and properly utilize this. Okay. Hey, there goes the plastic. Getting our first shipment in. Yay. I love watching as little by little the machine starts working. The factory is doing its thing. The parts are starting to work. I am a moron, because I just realized I don't have any of the Oh, God. So I'm putting all the stuff into the assemblers, but I don't have any arms pulling anything out of the assemblers. Oh, wow. That's okay. This will give me a chance to fix this. Oh, God. I am a special kind of special sometimes. And then there we are. That way I can at least fix that. Yeah, exactly. 3 parts enter, all parts stay. So that's, oh man. And then do that. And there we go. You go there and there. Then I grab all of this and we duplicate it. I believe that's correct. Yep. Blueprint. Oh man. Exactly. That's all right. I'll get over my faux pas. Then I don't need. There we go. There. Let's clean that up while we're at it. Oh, of course, it would help if I actually had some inserters to put in there. Oh, God, today is going great. I need to go ahead and get bots going. That's really all there is to it. Get bots running. And then get this concrete taken care of. But there we go. We've got red circuits at least in place. Don't know yet if we're actually going to be making any. Really do have to start being careful around here, though. What I might want to do, and especially with the trains that are going to be coming through, is to start looking at setting up safety doors at some point. So that way, as a train is coming through and it triggers the lights, the signals, it'll actually cause doors to come up and close. So that way I can't get run over as easily. Not saying it's impossible, just less likely. I need more of those. Oh, goody. Our science is almost done. All right. I think the next step after this was to go ahead and look at getting, let's see. That is really fast now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Let's see. The next step is to get. I think I want to get the flying robot frames going, although that's going to require a lot more effort. That's going to be a lot more interesting because of the fact that it requires batteries and big electric units. Now, batteries aren't too bad. I just need sulfuric acid, iron plate, and copper plate. So I just need to start making sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is iron plate, sulfur, and water. sulfur is petroleum gas and water. So I could actually make the sulfuric acid, like I could put together a location that brings in petroleum gas and iron and then makes the sulfuric acid there. And yeah, so I just need a spot for sulfuric acid. And the reason why I would do that is because I can also use that sulfuric acid and send it out to um, locations for uranium mining. So let's go finish our red circuits here, and then we will see what our next step is going to be. I have a feeling, though, that I am absolutely going to want to get bots going. And then with the bots, we'll start looking at the item mall and concrete. Those two will actually be quite important in the grand scheme of things. As there we go. Awesome. Now that we've got everything up and running, it's going to be slow going, but it is going. And that's the important part. That really is. That is kind of a thing of beauty. All right. I will be right back. I'm just going to take a quick AFK. Then after that, we will see about what we're going to do next. There we go. Okay. So the nice thing is, I am actually seeing line saturation. Uh, Somewhere up there. I don't know. I could probably add comfortably another one, maybe two of these. Let's see. I need to grab some more, but yeah, I could probably add. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just make sure that we actually get this all filled up. Make sure we look at both ways before crossing the railroad tracks. Awesome. Oh, don't need those. I'm just waiting for that moment when I'm not paying attention and then wham, train comes by and nails me. That will absolutely be that is the luck of every Factorio player, by the way. Stop paying attention, you get too comfortable, and then all of a sudden you are run over. Those. Oh, also good bit of news. My sister's migraine has subsided. And she is definitely feeling better. So that is always a positive thing. Because I've had a migraine or two in the past, and they suck so bad. It's like, why is the human body even capable of this level of torment and pain on its own? Not caused by an external force, but just on its own. It goes, by the way, you're about to suffer. Deal with it. I don't want to. Take it back. So much wood. Oh, there we go. And let's finish getting these in place. There we go. Awesome. I wonder, let's see about upgrading. There we go. That'll work. And again, it's not like a perfect setup. Once, however, we do actually get to Vulcanus and we start setting up everything there and we can start bringing some of that stuff back, I will be able to start swapping these out with better situations. Vulcanus and Fulgora. Those are going to be like our two money makers, if you will. I don't need. Yeah, I do. let's move that a bit further back. Yeah, that'll work better. Okay, there we go. And then, cool. So now that I've got the red circuits going, oh sweet. Oh, that was both of them. Awesome. I didn't realize we had gone through both already. Let's do mining productivity as well. And then worker robot cargo size. All right, so with that out of the way, what I need to look at is, what are we doing over here? Good. Okay. I can probably double this up and be happy. I could probably actually... God damn it. I am so stupid. That's why nothing is getting done properly. Holy crap. I forgot to add some pipes. And I'm on the wrong section, but that's okay. So I'm going to come down here and I will demonstrate why I'm an idiot. Not like it'll be a difficult demonstration, but so I went in yesterday and I added in these chemical plants here so that I could easily transfer or crack like heavy oil into light oil into the petroleum gas. However, there's something missing from these, and it's the same problem that I had with the red circuits. Let me know if you can figure out what it is. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just move on with that. I forgot to output because I am dumb. I am so dumb sometimes. So I need that. Then we will bring this down and like that. So there we go. So I am now turning the heavy oil into light oil. It just, oh, it hurts. All right. Now that I'm doing that, could I that and then that. There we go. That'll work. See, that one works out well because it's now outputting correctly. There. And a lot of it just stems from the fact that I'm not currently utilizing the heavy oil to make lubricant like I should be. but that's okay. What I could do is actually just export it out to where I'm going to need it. And that is most likely what I'm going to wind up doing when I set up the first part of my item mall. The item mall is essentially going to be, I'm thinking I'm going to do one of these 5x5 blocks, except have the trains come up through the center so that I can dump stuff off that way. But yeah. Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is that I have a couple of decisions to make. The first is, do I want to go ahead and set aside a location specifically for making engine units? Because engine units actually do get used in a few things. They're used in the trains. They're used in electric motors. They're used in what else? Not as much stuff as I thought they were. What do they get? Okay, so they're used in flamethrowers, in science. It actually might not be a bad idea. Yeah, because the science alone, I'm probably going to want a whole bunch. They're also used in pipes and electric engine units. What about you? What are you used in? Literally everything else. So, okay. So yeah, I'll probably want to go ahead and just make them, the engine units, in a separate location. And that's going to be pretty easy because that just takes iron. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, we need to clear out some more biter nests. So probably this one. And then down south, we'll clear out those. All right. Now, where did I leave my car this time? Let's play Whack-A-Car. I think it's up here. Yeah, there it is. All righty. So, let's go clear up north, and then we'll come back down south. What am I doing on ammo? I'm good. Okay. At least I'm not as likely to get run over by a train out here. I may run into a rocket high velocity, but should be mostly fine when it comes to trains. Okay. Awesome. What I should do is also go ahead and put a radar dish out here, just so that I can start scanning this area. Yeah, there we go. Looks like I've got a little sliver of a base there. I should put radar up here while I'm at it. So let's do that. Where'd my car go? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself. I want to be a nice bright pink. Good enough. That'll be a little bit easier to find. Or blue. Blue is also a good color against this background. I was playing some more Path of Exile. Yeah, actually, I started playing some Path of Exile. And I went to the website maxroll.gg just to see what their builds were like. And I was surprised at how good their system is for their build guides. Much easier than, I don't remember what the other one I was looking at. But it had a step-by-step guide on, these are, at these levels, get this stuff. You should have these gems, you should have these points, that sort of thing, making it very easy to run the build and to level up with it compared to one of the other build guides I was looking at, which was just, this is all the stuff that you have to have. Well, that doesn't do me very much good if I'm just trying to level up. If I'm trying to get from level 1 to level endgame. But a lot of guides are just, they're written for the end game person, not for the I'm trying to get up to that point person. So these guides were actually really beneficial for that, and I was really happy to have found them. But playing PoE 1, I was reminded of how interesting a game it actually is, I think is one way to look at it. But specifically, also how much it tries to do new things in the ARPG genre, or tried to. Make sure that I don't get run over. That's never a good thing. Well, I mean, it's probably good for the audience. You guys get to enjoy watching that, but it's never good for me. So many damn trees. I'm full. What? Yeah, looks like it. Of course, this is the point where Barak Star is like, you should just use grenades. I don't wanna. That is a lot of trees. I'm not going through that. So after looking up the build guides on Path of Exile, I went ahead and was like, well, I wonder what they have for Path of Exile 2. And I found one, and it was a step-by-step guide. It had a vastly different build than the one that I've been messing with. That actually looks like it is a better build overall. But it shows you from each level range the points you should be putting in, the direction you should be going on your passive skill tree. And in general, just feels like it is a better overall guide because it breaks down the how and why that you should be making certain decisions. And I think that's a great way to do it, because that'll also demonstrate in the future, like, this is why you choose these things and what you should be looking for. But it also has, like, what gems you should have, what their support gems should be, all sorts of interesting stuff. So, good game to maxroll.gg. Very useful. All right. And then I think let's also go ahead, clear out that one as well. Getting hungry though. Who am I kidding? I'm always hungry. I'm in my 40s and I eat like a teenager, I swear. It's just the most ridiculous thing. Like, I feel bad for the rest of my family, you know, like my mom and my sister who I still live with, because of the fact that I just eat so damn much. Make all of those bugs go away. There we are. Alrighty. You know what this game needs is an entity detector. And the reason why I'm thinking about that is because of the fact that it would be cool to set up a location where you can drive up with your vehicle, with your car or your tank. You just drive up onto it, onto like a set of, let's say, belts. And then it activates the belts and it drives it into a location where it then empties out the inventory of the vehicle. And then once it has, like, once that stuff is emptied, then it triggers again. You set up the circuits for it, and it will go through and then move it into a parking spot. That would actually be kind of cool to do. But I would want an entity detector so that I could detect that it has entered a particular space. Give me a second. I just had a thought. Okay. Need you. You need to be okay. And then A is less than 60. Output A. Hey, what's up, Guitar? How you doing, buddy? And fair enough. Plus no. A equals 60. Output B. This is not important. This is just a thought that I suddenly had. B plus B output. Okay, that doesn't quite work. Um, okay, that's okay. I think I have an understanding of how that's working. I'm just messing around with the circuits because I had an idea on how I could. Honestly, I don't know what I was attempting to achieve. I was just messing around with them. Just one of those random, like, here's some shenanigans that I want to mess with. So we're going to do that. I know I was attempting to do something. I just don't know what that something was. All right. Now that we have this going, the next thing that I want, and honestly, what I should consider is this area, add tag, call you rude. There you go. Rude. There. Eventually, what I plan on doing is moving a lot of this stuff out of the area so that I can convert all of this into smeltering, like furnaces and whatnot. And then eventually from furnaces over to the foundries. So that'll be nice. Because then all I have to do is bring in calcite and ore and just make molten versions of it and then move the molten versions wherever I need it to go. I also need to do stone brick. I just realized that. What is 2 times stone? Okay. So if I bring in stack size is 50, half of that is going to be 25 times 48. Um, some ridiculous number. I'll have to math it later. Okay, so I do need a stone mine. There goes one to there. Plus my iron mine. Another iron mine. Do I have some stone over here actually. That could work. Let's grab actually what we ought to do is hop out of here, go back to the lab, and let's grab. I've got all these different designs and whatnot that we've been working on. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, that was for all the power stuff. So let's come over, I guess, here. Clear up some more area whilst we are at it. And what I want to do is let's grab the straightaway, plop that down. And then in this particular case, I'm going to go grab, where are you at? Here we are. Grab something like this. Drop that down. Name you to station. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of this, this, and all of this. And just make it as generic as possible. Let me grab you. And then call you CB inline station. Oh, single. Save. And then I want to take this and we'll flip it. And we'll take you. No, whoops. Let's give you the. There we go. Save. And then this also gets that. CB inline station dual. Okay, good. So I have both a single station and then I have the double station. So that way I can plop these down much easier and I won't have to worry about too much. And everything's already done up. And then I can just build the feeder arms or the inserters and everything else like that. And everybody will be happy. Nice and quick. Let's grab some more. Let's head back down where we need to go. Grab the electric miners. Oops. No, I'm going the wrong way, but that's okay. Here we are. Okay. Grab some more of the electric miners. Let's grab some more inserters. Belts, most likely. Doing okay on this stuff, so I'll drop it off. I don't really need it at the moment. Where are my pump jacks? They are down here. Yeah, there we go. It's actually kind of fun going through and revising some of my blueprints to make them more efficient. Obviously, these are things that I should have done ahead of time. But I'm kind of dumb. So it doesn't always work out that way. Okay. What I want to do next is, do I have, how many trains do I have? I have a total of 14 trains. And I have 15 staging stations. Okay. What I will most likely need to do is actually add another staging station. Trying to see where I would put another one that won't be in the way. Technically, it's all always going to be in the way anyway. So, um, but I think over here might be the best spot for it. So let's grab some more rails, stations, signals. What else do I need? Should be good on elevated rails and ramps. Grab some more of those. And yeah. Let's go put together another staging station. Then we'll go hit up stone. And after that, I don't know. I got red circuits done a little bit faster than I thought I would. It was a little bit easier than I suspected it was going to be, which is funny because sometimes I'll be like, oh, well, I'm estimating that it's going to take this long to do it. And in reality, it's over way faster than that. And then I'm like, whoa, well, this is obviously going to take this much longer. And it winds up, or, it's going to be this easy to do it. So I should be done pretty quickly. And it winds up being the longest of my particular challenges. Okay. There we go. Now we start putting all this in. And all of that is now in. Awesome. Excellent. So now I have more staging zones, more staging stations. Is it 15? So it's a total of 30 trains that I could technically be running a little bit more, but just to be on the safe side, I want to keep it so that I always have as many staging stations as I do trains. So there's never a situation where I have more than, where it could bottleneck the entire system. So with that being done, you off too. Wow. Nice. For the plastic, which is currently full. Oh, darn. All right, so that takes care of the staging station. Next up, I wanted... Oh, cool. Mining productivity is done. Next up, we need to go get that stone. That was a little bit scary for a moment. Out of my way, trees. Got some more of these and some more of these. Mostly just trying to keep it confined to the roadways, such as they are. So that way it's a little bit easier to administrate and drive. Whoops. Always finding something to smack into. All right. So this is roughly where we want to be. And I want to go ahead and throw one of my inline stations in here. We'll just do the single. Clear out this space. And then you are going to wind up being L and then stone. And there we go. That will make, it's going to make it so much easier. All right, next up, I need to grab this, and we want to come out east. We're going to use all that. Good, good, good. Even better. Perfect. Let's grab a large power pole. And eventually the nice thing is that I will actually get rid of this because it'll empty out. And then this area will get filled in with something else later on. And with inline stations, it should make it easier to clean up so that I can transition that area to something else a little bit easier. But what I want to do is, let's see, that's where the station's at. So let's, nope. Let's just do a good old fashioned 4-lane. Downgrade to yellow. There we are. Exquisite. And that will bring in our stone. Next up, just need to make the station over here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Grab our steel chests. There. And then just so that I can make this a little bit easier to drive through, we'll use our red belts here. There. Grab you. Awesome. No. Like that. Yeah, there you go. And there, now we're bringing in some stone. Or at least we will be bringing in some stone. Let's see. Now, of course, one of the problems that I'm going to run into is that I don't really have a place to stockpile these stone bricks yet. Let's just put you... I'll put you here. It won't matter. So having all of this stone, while useful, isn't really going to do us any good just yet. And especially because I'm not using it to make like new rails, it's not going to go get smelted into stone bricks yet. It is just going to collect for now. But that's okay. Next up. Awesome. Let's do storehouses. And then braking force. Yeah, that'll be good. And then, what time is it? Okay. The next thing I kind of want to do let's see. Actually, I'm not sure the next thing I want to do. Because I'm probably going to want to clear out a lot more nests so that I can start putting together an area specifically for my item mall. And if I were to choose an area, I'm thinking it would probably be... I'd probably want to do it on this side because I don't have as much iron over here that's in the way. What I'm also thinking I might do is, where are my roboports being made? Here we are. They're set to 50. Let's set you to 200 because I think I'm probably going to need quite a few of those. Yeah, at least. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go grab a snack real quick because I'm getting a little bit hungry. And then when I get back, we're going to kind of figure out what to do next. Because I'm not sure. I don't really have anything else planned for today. So we'll see. So I shall be back in just a few. All right. Somebody got banned and I wasn't here for it? Okay. Swap that. Well, darn. I miss all the fun stuff. All right. Oh, that was good food though. Had some the other night. Had made some chicken breasts in the slow cooker, then shredded them up, and that was first of all absolutely delicious by itself. But then we had some left over today, and I went ahead and I heated it up, and then made a sauce. A little bit of mayo as a base, mustard, lime juice, lemon juice, some onion powder and garlic powder, and then a little bit of sugar. Mix that all up. Added that to the chicken and put it back in the toaster for a little bit longer to finish heating it up. Then added some crumbled up Kobe Jack cheese. And it was so good. It was so good. Oh, man. But I needed that. Okay. So, next step. Let's check. How's my power thing? Fine. Awesome. Not necessarily random. I knew specifically that I was wanting kind of a tangy sort of sauce to go with it. So it wasn't random, just not measured, that's for certain. I wasn't like breaking out the tablespoons and teaspoons going, I need half of this and then a quarter of that. It was just squirted in there. That looks like enough. We should be good. All right. That's what she said. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Had to be said. Had to be said. All right. Let's see. So, what I have done here. God bless it. What we have is actually a surprising amount of activity right now. All right, so what I need to do is figure out where I want to start putting my item mall. And I had mentioned over here. So what we're going to do, add a tag, item mall. And then we'll grab the, we'll put you over here. Now, as far as the item mall itself goes, I may actually go ahead and make it a little bit longer. Maybe. Where am I at? Okay. To the south. The first thing I want to do is set up the belts. And the belts are going to be mostly the easy part. Part of the difficulty is going to come from setting up the lubricant. But all I have to do is heavy oil, bring in heavy oil. So for the belts, Okay, so I need I'll need copper, I'll need iron, I need green circuits and red circuits, and then I need lubricant, or in this case, heavy oil. And that's what I'll need for the belts. Ah, damn it. There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, I'll probably go for these uranium patches instead. So I'm not too worried about building over top of it over here. So, let's go ahead to the lab. And actually, no. No, I don't want to do this yet. The reason why is because of what I have in mind. What I want to build instead, like, okay, let me put it back up a little bit. So, as I mentioned earlier, what I wanted to do was to do a sort of a 5x5 block, but have it so that the rail stations came in through the center. I'm still going to adhere to that design. However, one of the things that I am going to change is going to be making it strictly 5x5. I don't know if that's going to be the best way to do it. Let's see. Okay. So most likely what I should do is instead of okay, belts and inserters can go together. That part's going to be pretty easy. So let's go ahead and we're just going to plan this whole thing out. Get a nice big chunk of the mini map kind of figured out while we're here. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I want this will be corner number 1. And then we'll do like that. And that will then allow us to kind of start building our design here. Now I will probably remove those and change them out. But I simply want kind of an idea of what a block is going to look like. And so what I need to do is, well, no, I can still do it this way. Drop this in and that. And there we go. That'll be kind of our overall block. It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and blueprint this actually, so that I have, yeah, let's just grab this. Oops. And then we'll do on your way out, CB big block. Um, Generally, when it comes to the games that I stream and I play, I typically tend to stay towards um, mostly creative engineering games. So Factorio, I dabble in Satisfactory from time to time, as well as Space Engineers. I'm looking forward to the release of Space Engineers 2. I don't think my computer is, but I am. And then, other than that, usually games like I do Warframe. I've been doing Path of Exile 1 and 2. And then I also have Diablo 2, the Legacy Edition, that I just picked back up again. So, other than that, it just kind of depends on what game I feel like playing. I've just mostly been sticking with Factorio because there's been a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do in the game. So, but other than that, not really, not really anything beyond that. Oh, I know what I want to do. So it just kind of depends. 5 by 5. There we go. And then I'm kind of stuck in Path of Exile 2 at the moment. I'm stuck on one of the bosses in Act 3 and working on basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to respec for a particular build that I found that looks and is currently working fairly well. I just need to completely respec for it. Um, but because of respec costs being what they are and how painful it is to get gold sometimes, what I'm doing is I'm going through and with my Sork, who I need to respec, I'm just going around some of the easier content and just farming it so that I can get blues and yellows and then sell those off for the gold for respecking until I can get in line with the guide that I'm following. And then at that point, then I'll be able to hopefully get going forward again and hopefully be better off. And then I've also got a monk that I'm playing. And the monk is fun. I'm actually enjoying it. All right. What I need is let's drop this in and get rid of these. And what I want to do is this is going to be for um, that's going to be for belts and stuff. So what I'll do is I think steal this. And drop that off and then get rid of all of this. There we go. Because this isn't going to have any output. And we'll just clear out all this stuff and then we'll rebuild it from scratch. All right, so first thing I need. Monk has been a lot of fun. I think the problem with oh god, uh, I've got I've got 3 monitors actually. I've got 2 older HP monitors that I've had for a while. They're the Pavilion 23 BW. Um, I got them when I worked at Best Buy, and they're decent monitors, but they're also old. And then I have an old RCA 32-inch television. I think it's 32. It might be bigger. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, I think it is a 32. But I'm using the 32-inch television as my main monitor. So, oh, it's 40. Okay, yeah, it looked bigger than 32. So that's what she said. Sorry, I can't help it. I can't stop myself. I am an infant sometimes. Uh, all right, I need unload that. That's true. That is so true. Never to me. All right. So I actually need 4 stations here. Not just so what I might need to do is actually get rid of all of this as well. Oh, and of course I will be right back. Open the door. No. Okay. So what I want is we'll get rid of that because I don't feel like dealing with the cats right now. Oh, you have cats of your own. And there we go. So part of the problem that I'm going to deal with though. um, hmm. I might need. Hmm. I can figure this out. What if? Oh, wait. No. because the location that I'm going to put it in is not conducive to what I want to do. So it might actually be better off if I go ahead and do need do need one of the bigger stations because um for the belts we figured out that I need iron, copper, green circuits, and red circuits. And then I need heavy oil. Um yeah, the heavy oil specifically for the lubricant. What else do I need lubricant for? Belts and electric engines. And that's it. And it won't be until I get to Vulcanus where I need it for foundries. So yeah, just moving the heavy oil around will actually be more economic. Problem number 2. Where I want to put the item mall is where I'm putting circuits, so it can't go there. God bless it. So yeah, that won't work. There we go. You know what? Save game. Oh, no, no, no. Do not save it in the lab. That is how things go horribly, horribly wrong. That is how you corrupt your game. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to wrap up my Factorio gameplay. And instead, because I got the red circuits done, that's primarily what I wanted to get done today. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into some Path of Exile 2. Gold farming for respec. EOE2. Path of Exile 2. Not modded. Okay. Awesome. Let's pop that open. And of course, there it goes. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and be nice. I will go open the door. Again. I will be right back while I go open the door. I should totally make you wash my shirts. Yeah. Well, come on. Oh, you got to sniff stuff first, right? Yeah. Yeah, you got a whole table over there now. Yeah, let me bring this a little bit closer for you. There you go. Do you want in my lap? No, you are going to go explore. Okay. Whatevs. The door is open. She's a cat. We'll figure it out from there. All right. So, what was I? Okay, I was working on respecs. Oh, there you are. You're back again. Come here. I'm stealing you. There you go. I got you. You're chilly. There you go. Yeah, cat tax. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now on to the actual grinding. Let's go murder some stuff. So this is a Spark build that I picked up from maxroll.gg. It's so far fairly effective. Not, don't mess with those. Those are for me. You don't get. Put them there. Okay, let's go. Let's go Krogering. Let's also turn my sound down. Okay, it is. I don't think she's going to want honey lemon cough drops. Oh, look. Damn. Yeah, give me a second. I'll grab that link. No. Give me a second to not die. Okay. Grab that. And this is... That is the build that I am going with. It is not my build. It is a build that I found. I will not take credit for what is not mine. And the purpose of what I'm doing right now is mostly just trying to get enough money for respecking. Because I was following another guide, but I'm noticing that my damage output, while decent, my survivability sucks ass. And just the build itself was kind of meh. Nice. I already let you on my lap, and you got off of my lap. You can come over here. That's okay. Yeah, you can come over here. Yeah, see? That's fine. You literally jump into my lap all the time upstairs. She just cannot handle chairs that have arms on them. That's really what it is. Actually, no, that's not true, because I've got a chair upstairs that has arms on it. She'll jump up into my lap. You can climb over here. I've seen you do it. Yeah, see? You can do it. Come on. There you go. Look at you. Learning new skills again. Yeah. As I beat you up. Yeah. I'll beat you up. Boom. Boom. Just pop your little head right off. You'd be totally happy with that. She does look real, and out of the four, she is kind of the smallest of them. But I also just make her look smaller anyway. Yeah, you just look so tiny. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Get off of me. Nice, that'll help. Also helpful. Oh, wow. I have no idea how much our cats weigh. Actually, they weighed Taz, but I don't know what the actual amount was. They never told me, but... Oh, nice. Give me that. Yeah, run into the poison, jackass. Ooh, level 9 skill gem. I think Taz would probably be around the, if I had to guess, the 8 to 12 mark. Ooh, I will take that rune. I will take that shield. That is a socket for me. Nope, nope, nope. You stop that right now. Oh, that's right. I've got things like ice wall and whatnot. I keep forgetting an ice bomb. Not that I really need ice bomb, but suck it. Yeah, so far oh, where'd you guys come from? Get off me. So far I'm really liking this build. It feels pretty solid. Now granted, I am going against lower level stuff right now. But even against things that are around the level that I should be at, are actually, you know, pretty decently melted. Yeah, it does utilize cast on shock, which the cast on abilities, the cast on gems got nerfed so hard. I still think that they should not have nerfed them that hard. Because it feels gratuitous to have nerfed them that hard. And on top of that, it does, in a way, almost make them a little bit useless. What they should have done is augmented the actual gems that people were using the most. so that if they are socketed in a cast-on gem, that they take on diminished capabilities like 50% damage or cooldown between casting, that sort of thing, so that they don't trigger all the time, which is what a lot of people were using them for. And they're not strictly meta for the builds, but it still makes cast on abilities like cast on shock, cast on frost, it still makes them useful to the build. I think they are going probably a little bit too heavy into the everything needs to be difficult instead of allowing for just a little bit extra power fantasy in the game. But it's their game. They're doing it whatever way that they want. I think it's just, a lot of people are kind of doom and gloom about it. Like, this is going to kill this game, blah, blah, blah. People are going to leave. And it's like, people were going to leave regardless. There was never a point where they were going to retain everybody that was playing. Like, that was never on the table. God, I hate these. Because, like, you just never get enough time to get away from them, or, like, they're attacking you. I hate this so much. These sorts of monsters need to be tuned a little bit, too, because for some characters, you just don't have enough time to do anything before you're being attacked again and again and again. I can't do anything unless I am constantly rolling away. Yeah, here I am about to die because I can't get enough distance. I can't get enough time to, like, actually do anything. And it makes for an incredibly frustrating battle because of the fact that you can't do anything. I think there is a fine line between difficulty and frustrating. And sometimes the encounters go from being difficult into just frustrating. And they don't balance that fun level very well. Some of them are great. Like, most of the encounters you run into are pretty nice. What? I know you're there. I see you. Yes, and you're adorable. And I've already loved on you. I know it's never enough. No. No. There we go. Like, some of the bosses can get frustrating without being fun. The boss that I'm stuck on now. All right, Stex, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. But the boss that I'm stuck on now isn't a whole lot of fun because of the fact that the timing is just, you have to be on point all the time. And it's kind of rough. It has dropped squarely into frustrating. Now, granted, this is early access. This is only, what, the third week that it's been out? Second or third week? I think this is the second week, yeah. So obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Yeah, like, calm the fuck down. I'm trying to, like, do stuff here. God bless it. Let's get that going. The other thing that's kind of frustrating is that sometimes I will go to cast an ability, for instance, like Flame Wall. And if I do anything before it finishes its casting animation, it will just cancel the spell altogether. And that's kind of frustrating in a way, because I'm needing that spell to go ahead and activate. If I wanted to cancel my spell casting, I would roll. Because that's really what roll is for and what it should be for. It should be a situation where one spell will cancel out another spell. That's kind of annoying. Oh, is this the Chimera? Awesome. Let's not stand right there. No. Yep, this needs to go. Damn. Yeah, this is much better than the last time I went against this. And that's dead. That is so nice. Ooh. Nice. Good amount of goodies. Let's go ahead and head on back to town. I think what's also interesting is that when they were originally selling Path of Exile 2, one of the things that they had mentioned was that the passive tree was going to be a lot harder to mess up in this game to make your character unviable. Now, the reality of that is that it's actually, no, it's still incredibly easy to screw up your character through picking the wrong passives. It's not something that is just panaceaed away because they said so. Because for...
How can I be of aid?
No, I'll do that. Because of the fact that the difficulty of the game versus the necessity of certain skills and their passive requirements means that there is a suboptimal way to build your passive tree versus every choice is going to be more impactful and make you more impactful. It's like, yeah, about that, buddy. Not quite. It is definitely better because of the fact that you can so easily and openly respec. But I wouldn't say it is perfectly done. All right, let me grab passive tree, put you over here. Okay. So essentially what I'm doing is little by little Getting rid of a couple of passives that I don't need. And moving them to areas where I do need them.
How can I be of aid?
Inspiring.
And there we go. And then I am up here in this area.
Hey, boss, stop fooling around.
Okay, I need this and that. And I still need to put a point in there. So probably when I get to near one of these, I'll move it over. But this maxroll.gg website, I really like it. It does a good job of kind of walking you through the choices and specifically at what levels you should be choosing those things. So once I get finished with this, okay. All right. Back to the grind. It took me the longest time to realize that Jaquani's Machinarium was over here. Like I had killed the Chimera and then not realized this had opened up when I left. And I came back and was like, oh, damn, I have to kill the Chimera again. At that point, it was a little bit harder to do because I was slightly lower level. But then once I figured it out, I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm an idiot. Small stone. But fortunately, these guys are lower level, which does make it a little bit easier. Apparently, this is something that I didn't realize, but I'd seen this in global chat a while back. If you're having issues with frame rate stutter, one of the things that you can do is go into your sound options for the game. Give me a second here. But you can go into your sound options, sound, and set your channel count from high to medium. And the reason why that is effective is because apparently the engine, the game engine, is utilizing your GPU for doing the sound rendering. And so by reducing the channel count down to medium, you are actually reducing the load on your GPU. And it is odd, but it does seem to be effective. There we go. Exquisite. Are you back again? Yeah. You're gonna knock stuff over. This is why I moved a bunch of stuff off of that table, so that you wouldn't knock it over, and you were still finding a way to try and knock it over. You are such a cat. I mean, obviously, but... Oh yes, give me that. That sleeve is going to be just absolutely covered in white fur. Inspiration rune. That reminds me of that line from Duke Nukem 3D. You're an inspiration for birth control. All right. Get this construct hammer. I will say the animations are actually really, really good. It is amazing to me how good the graphics can get in a game like this. And especially as I've recently played the legacy version of Diablo 2. Or replayed it, I should say. And that was primarily sprite-based, with a little bit of 3D shenanigans going on. But, and this is, okay, so this is the interesting thing, and I didn't realize this years ago when I was first playing Diablo 2. I just took it for granted, didn't even think about it. As I've gotten older, though, and I've realized the amount of processing power that was required to do this. In Diablo 2, at least in the opening area, in Act 1, when you're outside in the overworld, it has a day and night cycle, and it also has a weather cycle. There are games today that don't even do that. And there was absolutely no reason for Diablo 2 to have it. It didn't change the spawns. It didn't have an impact on the actual gameplay itself, as far as I know. It was just there. But that was absolutely peak Blizzard for that time. The fact that they went through so much effort for that game. That's probably why Diablo 2 is so beloved as far as ARPGs go. Is because of the little details, the little things that really don't matter. But they also do matter. No. You can stop that right now. Thank you very much. Yes, I know you're there. I see you and I love you. And you're so adorable and pretty. I do also like the fact that Flame Wall lights things up. Oh, now you can get into my lap. Oh, really? Now you can do it? Didn't have to invite you over. You're just like, I'm going to do it? Huh? Hmm? All right, well, I'm just going to have to beat you up, aren't I? Yeah? I'm going to have to beat you up? Yeah, that feels so good, doesn't it? Here, let me help you. There goes the back legs. Yeah. That's a good girl. Okay. Why don't you lay down? Go lay down on my bed. Oh, couch. Are you going to do some farming for me? Is that what you're going to do? Huh? Huh? You going to do some farming for me? No. I see you there sneaking up on me. The answer is no, I will not buy your Girl Scout cookies. Oop, a ruby ring. Oi, I need that hand. Ugh. God damn it, cat. I can't kill things with your head on my mousing hand. I'm sorry, but no. That's almost impossible. Bad enough that I had to downsize my, oh, nice. Downsize my mouse pad. My old one was an old Geek Squad one that I had gotten when I was still working there. And it had served its purpose fairly well for about 10 years. But it was very definitely showing its age. So while I was cleaning stuff up, I found my dad's old mouse pad. Don't know if you guys will be able to see it. But those old enough to remember, there was this company called Gateway Computers. And their thing was the cow design. They were out of, I don't remember exactly, like Arkansas or something like that. But we actually had a few of their computers that my dad had been using for his work at the time. Die, you bastards. Oh, nice. Be a good sale. And of course, one of the things that he had gotten with the purchase of the computers were mouse pads. Back when they used to basically put everything in the computer, it was all one package. You would get the desktop itself, you would get the keyboard, you would get a mouse, you would get all your cables that you needed for just generally putting it together. You would get the mouse pad, typically. So there were lots of little things that they used to do that they just don't do for computers. And I think a lot of it is because as PC production and sale has matured over time and become more and more ubiquitous with, just common day purchases, what they found was that most people are going to be educated enough and capable enough of knowing that they are going to have other peripherals that they want to get. So they may not want to get oh, give me that.
A treasure room? I should take a look.
I should absolutely take a look. They may want to get their own nice keyboards, their own mice, that sort of thing. So giving people a generic mouse and keyboard is no longer necessary. And especially because it will generally cut costs as well. I think the only companies that really do it anymore are going to be like HP and Dell. The ones that are still big enough companies, but I'm not even sure about them. It's been a long time since I built or been around pre-built computers. Yeah, I don't even think that they supply the peripherals anymore, now that I think about it. Because I don't recall, whenever we would do PC setups at Best Buy, I don't remember the desktops coming with a keyboard and mouse. I could be wrong, though. Because usually we just yank the desktop out, hook it up to our system, and then work on it and put it back in the box, and it was good to go. I don't know what procedures have changed over the years because it's been a long time since I have worked at Best Buy, at Geek Squad. But one of the things that we had gotten fairly good at was being able to pop a computer out of its box, get it set up, and updated and software installed within about 2 hours. And mostly, a lot of that time was just doing updates. And I remember for a while we were using a remote system. Basically, there was this company that we worked with, and all we had to do was pop in one of our CDs, boot up the software, and be like, hey, new PC setup. And then we would walk away from it, and somebody from the remote service would log into the computer, take control, and then do all the setup for us, as long as our CD was in the drive. And because, they could sit there and work on 20 computers simultaneously, it was always pretty easy for them. Nope. Get off me. Am I actually gaining experience? I think I am. Just very slowly. Well, that's okay, because I'm not doing it for the XP. I'm explicitly doing it for farming purposes. Because I need that sweet, sweet gold. Nice. There we go. I will say that when I am doing these sorts of dungeons and zones, this feels better, strangely enough, than when I am out in sort of the above ground areas. This feels more like Diablo. Now, granted, Diablo 2 had a lot of open areas. Like that was kind of the thing, is that it did have the open sections, which were surprisingly good. When you actually go through and replay it, they feel great, honestly. Yes. Ow. 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 The boss is still hurt. Okay, let's try that again, but with 100% less dying, if possible. Yes. I was out of the way of that. That is the problem that I have, is the ranges on some of those abilities are just ridiculous. Ow! Mother. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. This build still needs a little bit of work. But hey, more guys to kill. So there's that. I think part of the problem that I run into as well is that some of the scenery doesn't sort of phase out quick enough so that you can see through it. And it makes it hard to see certain boss mechanics or certain mechanics in general. I think that's something that they should work on, is trying to get the scenery to phase out a little bit faster, or at least go to a transparent state faster. There we go.
Hey there.
Not bad. Definitely selling. Selling. Nice. Okay.
Don't eat anything colorful.
That was not a bad little haul. Okay, now I can do a couple more points.
How can I be of
A step closer to legend.
All right. And I want to get rid of that one. And then I need to get rid of
Hey, boss, stop fooling around.
that one. And that one. This is going to be rough because I need... So according to the build, I will eventually need to go up to these up here. I will eventually need to go up to these, but currently I don't need them. So I have to get rid of a bunch of these, which is going to be expensive, and work my way back down so that I can come up this direction. And by level 55, I should be hitting those. So I have 3 points to work with here. I need that. Oh, nice.
Hey, boss, stop fooling around.
And then increase elemental damage if you've dealt a critical hit recently. Awesome. 20% increased critical hit chance. And that'll be that one there. And then I need to hit that one for more intelligence. Okay. Let's go ahead. And go to where I have been leveling. Well, where I've been running into a problem, which is Act 3, and there's this one particular boss. Absolute pain in my ass. Yeah. Defeat Viper Napuatzi. You again? I thought I got rid of you. No? You still existing? All right. hate those so much. Wow, okay. Yeah, I am seriously melting these guys a lot faster than I had been. Oh, I hate those bastards. The ones with the ropes. Haha, suck it. All right. Yeah, this is working a lot better. Because the other one, it wasn't that I was struggling to kill these guys, it was just taking a little bit longer. But I'm actually kind of melting these. Although I hate those ice things. Oh, you sons of bitches, get off me. What I really need, though, is equipment with more energy shield. Ow. Guys, get right up behind me. Oh, God. Yeah, this is definitely feeling a lot better than it had. It also feels like I have a few more options as far as CC and just general self-defense. Like, it actually feels a little bit better in terms of every single engagement. It doesn't feel like I'm about to get wiped out. So this is a nice build. I'm liking this. So if you're looking for a build for your Sork and you're looking to start one to kind of level up with, this one seems to be doing fairly well. And it does have a nice sort of guide to help with. That is the. There we go. Let's grab that and. That's the guide that I'm working with, if you're interested. But I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this one up for today. I'm going to do a bit more farming, do some more respecking, hopefully do some leveling up, and then eventually kill that bitch boss, because she is such a pain in the ass. I will be so happy when I finally kill her. Anyway, though, tomorrow we'll see about getting to work on some parts of our item mall, as well as I needed to do robots, as well as the concrete. So kind of a big day tomorrow. We'll try and get through as much of that as possible, but it's good to have goals, that sort of thing. So start on the item mall and then also knock out. Actually, I think I'll wait on the item mall because what we have working right now is sufficient. Primarily what I'm needing is to get the robots and the concrete going. So I think that'll be our two big ones tomorrow. So that should take us a while as well. Plus getting the roboports in place. That'll be another key factor. Other than that, though, that is going to be it for today. As always, thank you all for joining me on these misadventures. So glad to have you guys along for the ride. You all have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble. And remember, if you get caught, I don't know you. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.